Okay, so I love Lisa. Some of you fools think I don't because my readings tend to predict less favorable outcomes for her, but I just read energy, and lately I've been getting a lot right about her, which low-key makes me sad and nervous. Anyways, I wanted to do an update on Miss Thing because she has had a tumultuous first half of the year. I don't know if things will ease up for her going forward. I honestly think she kind of has like a rat in her circle, or there's someone that just does not have her best interest at heart, which makes me bummed out. I root for the girly, I just read energy. Of course, everything I say is alleged and for entertainment purposes only, and with peace and love. And let's go. Okay. Queen of Swords. Oh. The Hermit. Aw. Okay, well, she feels... The Queen of Swords is not necessarily, like, a very warm queen, you know what I mean? So, like, I see her, and I saw this after the reviews for her album came out, where it's sort of, like, almost kind of like a disassociation from it. She's sort of like, everything's fine. No, it's fine. And I think, like, I fall apart, you know, if I see, like, one mean comment, and Lisa has been getting a lot of mean comments. Like, the whole internet was dunking on her for a little bit over something she really didn't even do. So I feel like for most people, it's like, you know, you would be like a wreck. For her, she's just like, whatever, let's keep going. It's fine. It's almost like she isn't like processing, you know, some of the more negative things that have been happening to her. And I guess you could kind of read it as almost like her just being like used to, I guess, being like, you know, tabloid fodder. That's not how it reads though. It reads almost as like bypassing like your emotions essentially, especially because you got the Hermit. The Hermit in the upright is like soul searching. It's like, you know, going off in isolation, but usually for a purpose. When the Hermit is in the reverse position, to me, I read that as more just like a blocking. That's like what I also hear a lot is like blocking and blocking. The Queen of Pentacles also in the upright would be like nurturing, like feeling your emotions, like Mother Nature, you know, like it's a very vibrant card. There's a lot of nature around. In the reverse position, it's a lack of nurturing in some way. I feel like Lisa is really focused on work, almost kind of as a distraction, or just like whatever she has going on. I don't think she's necessarily been processing a lot of, because I don't know if everyone has necessarily experienced like, you know, getting so much thrown at you at once, but that is really hard. No matter who you are, no matter how mentally healthy you are, that's a difficult thing to do. I don't think she's necessarily processing it. Because, to face your emotions is really difficult. Nine of Wands in the reverse position, that is kind of having your walls up a little bit. The Page of Pentacles in the reverse position, there's something about money. Oh, I have to keep working. That's not what this card means, but that's what I heard when I looked at it. I have to keep working. The 9, oh, 9 again. 9 and 9. That's interesting. And she also got 2 queens, which is very interesting. 9 of Pentacles is like luxury, like opulence. Oh, sometimes this is also about appearance too, trying to appear a certain way. That's like emotionally walking away from something. 8 Pentacles, working at the wrong something in Wheel of Fortune. She is like, I don't know, this is complicated because like I don't think is really feeling her emotions or processing, you know, like the whole internet essentially dunking on you. Her album overall wasn't the most favorable. I liked her album, but so she's I would say has had kind of a hard year. She hasn't processed a lot of the things that have happened throughout the year, and I think even like, you know, just you living your own life, like there's a lot that happens as with humans. In any case, this is like almost like walking away from your emotions. That's how I read this, but this is work. But this card is so interesting to me because it's like appearance. I keep looking at that and I'm like, it's your, like you're supposed to appear a certain way. You're supposed to, and when you see Lisa in public, she always seems really like collected. You know what I mean? Like she always looks put together. She always has like a soft smile on her face. You can tell like she's a little bit like nervous almost, but even that, like not really. It's almost just kind of like shyness. We don't really ever see like Lisa slipping like that. And I think that it's intentional, and that's true because a lot of idols are like that, except when you start to move into the West more, like we're a little bit, like, you see celebrities having a little bit more like passion or anger, or like, you know, like they can clap back at like reporters and stuff like that. But whatever. Anyway, so the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse position makes me think that she's working on something again. The Wheel of Fortune makes me think that this is, truly, I feel like Lisa should take a break, like an active break to maybe, you know, work through some of her things. At present, though, it does seem like she's working on something. I also will tentatively say that I don't know if it's going to hit again. I feel like, and I mentioned this in a previous reading, people really love to hate Lisa. So there's something about that where it's like, no matter what she does or what she tries to do, people are going to find fault with it. I think Lisa has a lot of antis. She might have a smear campaign against her. Like someone in the industry is trying to make her look bad, or like maybe like sending out bots to like say like negative comments about her. Because I see that. I see like bots like all around the internet. In my mind's eye. Anyway, but like, for one reason or another, she's going to try to do a new project. I can't tell you if it's singing or not. It might be an acting project. It might be a modeling project. It might be just like a one-off event, but for one reason or another, it's not going to hit. It might bring her bad fortune, if anything, but it's not like she did anything wrong again, because I don't think she's really done anything wrong at all to warrant the amount of negative comments, but that's just how the internet rolls. The Fool, sometimes it's like excitement and like just like a lack of skill in what you're doing, but sometimes it's read as naivety and kind of like walking off of a cliff, mostly because you don't know. The Hanged Man is a new perspective, and Judgment, that's awakening. This is frustrating because these cards together should look very good. They should feel very good. They're usually very positive cards. To me, it kind of seems like I'm gonna pull more cards before I talk. How about that? The Moon, High Priestess in the reverse position, and the Death card. Okay, this is, let's go back. This is somewhat good, but also like more like growing pains than anything. So you have the Fool. That's beginning something new. That's starting something new. Lisa has been a performer for most of her life, although I would say that the Western market is very different from the Korean market. And so she's trying to like break into the West more and become, I guess, like a big star in the West. The West does not pull punches, as we're learning. The Hanged Man is like trying new things, like doing new things, working with new people. Lisa has collaborated with a lot of like major artists. And like she's trying new sounds and different things and like trying different styles and things like that. I think she's trying to find her footing as what type of celebrity she wants to be. I think she wants to be known as someone who is multi-talented, so she's not necessarily just a singer, and she's really good at that. It's almost like she wants to have her hand in every sort of thing. So she wants to be known, not really, because Zendaya is mostly known for acting, and then she's also like a model. But she wants to be known kind of like as that big household name, but also does a lot of things. Like she models, and she sings, and she acts. And it's just kind of like someone people know about. That's more like what her angle is than anything. The Judgment, though, usually is a good card. It means awakening. It means like, coming to clarity about something. But sometimes this can also be read as like, literally like judgment, like people judging you on like, okay, like how good are you? And so these cards came out. This is a secret, which is not in the context of the energy of this reading, not the best thing. The High Priestess is sometimes regarded as being off course, though. Like you're off course with what you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime on Earth. Death is like a rebirth, so starting something new. It doesn't often mean something like dying, but to me, this is almost like when I look at this card, I see like a flower like wilting almost. And when a flower will eventually become something else, it like feeds the soil, but that's what it reads as. I'm really apprehensive about what the Moon means. You know why I'm like struggling right now? Because I see something and it's really murky, so I don't want to say it until I feel more sure. The 10 of Cups in the reverse position is like unhappiness in home. So that could be like close friends or like partners or like family or something. There's something unhappy about that. The 10 of Swords is being pinned down. But to me, that means like I see her being like pinned, like backed into a corner almost. And the Empress is like feeling yourself. It's luxury. It's feminine energy in some way. I feel like Lisa's at a crossroads of how she's going to pull through this moment. I feel like a lot of the bad things that are happening to her are not necessarily her fault, and I also don't think they're by accident or a fluke. I think it's almost like Lisa has someone on her team that is just like not, like doesn't have like their eye out for Selena. If I was Lisa, I would look very long and hard at who she surrounds herself with, because I'm not trying to like disperse blame from Lisa, but it seems like I think Lisa really just doesn't have maybe as strong of a cultural knowledge about the West, which makes sense. If I was a new celebrity to Korea, people would be like, girl, you don't know anything. I'm like, you're right, I don't. I'm a dumb American. I think that's the same for Lisa. I think Lisa would benefit from having people, if she really wants to make it in the West, having people who are really tapped into the West. Because even like Frederic and like all, because people hate when I bring this man up in our readings, but he's like really enmeshed in her energy. Whenever I want to, because Frederic is like French, so he's more tapped into like the Europeanness of it all. Lisa, I think, would benefit from having somebody who is really like in the know in American media specifically, because it seems like that's where she's faltering. And it also, I really see like somebody like almost like putting, like how like everyone hates Hailey Bieber and there are like suspicions that like there's like a smear campaign out after her. That's what I see for Lisa. It's almost like someone is trying to make Lisa look bad. I'm gonna ask about what's in Lisa's future now. Okay, what's in Lisa's future? Ace of Cups, good news. Queen of Swords, okay. She got that on the last pull, didn't she? Oh, okay. Okay. Good news, bad news. Okay, so the Ace of Cups, I feel like she will have an emotional release soon enough. That's very good. She really should, because I see her like suppressing a lot of her emotions. Almost like maybe she's like, I don't have time for it, or I don't want to deal with it, something like that. It's interesting because she got the Queen of Swords, but this card literally is like heartbreak. It's like disappointment. It's like something like that. I don't know. because the King of Pentacles also concerns me a little bit. This is a rich man, a powerful man. It could be lots of people in her life, people we don't even know about. But when I first read this, I thought about the Arnault family. People get so mad when I bring this man up in our readings. I swear to God, they're very like connected though at present. Not like even necessarily like lovey-dovey feelings, but they're just very much in each other's lives. There's something not negative, but there could be something disappointing having to do with that. To a lesser extent, this could be YG, only because the King of Pentacles shows up a lot when I read about YG. But it feels more related to Lisa than it does to Blackpink as a whole. The Hanged Man in the reverse position is a need for a new perspective. It's also sometimes being bound up or tied up. The Star is a concerning card because she's a celebrity, because that can be the loss of a star. It can also be kind of like the dimming of your stardom, your star power. Almost like something new will happen that will diminish like her star power, maybe in the West. Lisa's fans will always be Lisa's fans, because you guys get on me about things. And I'm like, I never said that. Lisa has a very dedicated fandom, but at the same time, I think she's trying to grow and expand her fan base. Something might happen that could dim that even more. I'm not sure. See, there's weird energy around her. I'm tweaked about that. Every reading I do on Lisa, and I'm not trying to see like bad things, but every reading around, there is negative energy around her. It's like energy, you know what it's like? It's like when you think you have a friend, but this friend is like your op. That's kind of what the energy feels like. There is someone that is trying to take Lisa down. I can't tell you if it's somebody who is lying to Lisa's face necessarily, or if it's someone that she doesn't know but is actively in the industry. But there's something like that where I don't know. But I could see another negative thing happening with Lisa, another negative news story or something. 2 of Cups is the exchanging of emotions, and the 4 of Cups. I don't know. Because this card was disappointment. It can also be heartbreak. And this was a powerful rich man, the Arnault family. This feels like it's related to Frederic in some way. Doesn't have to be. This card can talk about a contract or just the exchanging of something with somebody else. So it doesn't have to be him. But I keep picturing Frederic, her perhaps boyfriend, when I look at that card. And this is lying. This is something shady happening. So, and this is contemplation. But it also can be almost maybe I shouldn't say that right off the bat. Let's pull more cards before I speak. I feel truly, and I've said this, and I know I've said this, I'm going to keep saying this, there's something about money, and Lisa owes money, or someone is literally, holding something over her head. It's so prominent every time I read for her. And I'll forget that, that's what I keep saying until I pull up the energy, and I'm like, oh, I've seen this before. The Ace of Pentacles has something to do with money, but again, we got this card, right? And this is, something shady happening. The Knight of Pentacles is, moving forward. I think she wants to work. I think she likes what she does, but it's almost like she if she wanted to take a break, she couldn't. It's almost like someone, signed her name to contracts, as if she's well, you signed this, you have to, fulfill this, even though it's well, I didn't, though. You did it for me. I don't know. King of Cups, someone is displeased with her, and it always feels like masculine energy specifically. Someone is very displeased with Lisa. It feels like she really didn't do anything wrong. I don't know, but I'm also very lenient about what wrongdoing is. I don't know. Judgment in the reverse position, the 2 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. The judgment is the need to awaken to something. Also, sometimes it's poor judgment or being judged poorly. 2 of Pentacles is balancing many things. And the 10 of Wands is struggle. I feel like something negative is going to come for Lisa yet again. She's had a rough year, I'll say. She's had a very rough year. I really see her trapped. That's a heavy word. And I also see her in a way being forced to continue working, but I think it's more on specific projects. If you were to really ask Lisa hey, did you really want to do that? And she could answer honestly. She's honestly, I thought it was kind of a weird concept, but people around me told me it was good, or I signed this contract, I can't get out of it. It's not necessarily to take away agency or culpability from Lisa, but it feels that way. It feels almost like she's in over her head, or she's trusting people she shouldn't be trusting, which is unfortunate. I root for Lisa. I feel like her energy is I'm trying my best. She's working very hard. She's trying to make things happen. Things are not happening. And I think it's literally because she has blinders on, or she doesn't quite see things as they are. If you were watching her life and behind the scenes, you'd be able to point out exactly this person is not on your team. I can tell the way they look. They're shifty, but it's she can't see it. I root for Lisa. I wish the best for her. I hope nothing bad happens for her for the rest of the year. Honestly, it's seeming like something might. I hope not. We root for her. Okay, well, good.